try it. I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't need it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat. You're the only one who has to know.
Hey folks, Dad here with Elevation Diecast Racing. Welcome to the 41 to 50 gram Matchbox versus Hot Wheels gift card race. This will be the first full bracket. What I've done here is I've taken the plastic-based cars and put them all in one bracket, and took the metal-based cars and put them in a half of a bracket, which we'll see roll after we go through this bracket. So we're going to go and race and see if any of these can get into the ranks when we come up with a top 3. Then we'll take a look at the metal-based cars and run those and see where they may land in the ranks of Elevation. And as advertised, I'm going to roll the Real Riders first from Northern Road Racing and Poverty Hollow Diecast. We're going to roll them right against the ranks. This is Northern Roads Racing, the 21 Citgo car. He's going to face my Gatekeeper, which is a Nissan Skyline. So, without any further ado, the gift car race is underway. Ooh, he gets him 2162 to 72. Let's switch lanes. 2162 is the time to beat, plus 10. Got him again. 2164. He's in. And the Skyline might find himself at the chop shop, getting his wheels changed out and perhaps a tune-up. Challenging for number 18, he's got to beat the Lamborghini Essenza. Oh man, he got him. 2066, 2166 to 69. So 2166 and greater than 3 is the time to beat. All the way, Northern Roads 2159, getting faster. Let's see if he can take out my Toyota Altiza. Hmm, 2161 is the time to beat. Not gonna happen. Nevertheless, the Northern Roads Racing Citgo Pro Racing stock car getting in 18th in the Real Rider rank. And the Real Rider record here at Elevation Diecast is 2134, set back in January by my Mercedes 500 SEL. Next up, we're going to look at this beautiful GTO sent in by Poverty Hollow Diecast. Oh man, 2385 is not going to compete, but man, he definitely looks good on the shelf, and so that's where he'll be. And then also from Northern Road Racing, he sent me a Kyle Petty. I really like the paint scheme of this car. Let's see what he can do. Wow, 2122 just blew the record away. Let's see what he does on the inside lane. 2113, wow. So he'll get a shot at the number 1 Mercedes. I think it's all over but the shouting here. Yeah, he gained speed getting down the last couple feet. 2121. And greater than 15 is the time to beat. Mercedes gets out on him, but 2120 puts him as the fastest real rider now in the elevated ranks. Wow. Thanks a lot, Northern Roads Racing. That is now not only number 1, but also the record holder. So moving on to the bracket, I was 1 car short from 32, so I added my Stow and Go front running Fairmont to take on Poverty Hollow's Nissan Skyline HT 2000. Let's roll these gift cards down the track. Wow, 2080, wow. Is the time to beat. I don't think that Fairmont has it in him. Not even on his good day. No, 2086. Rolling Poverty Hollow to round number 2. Next up, we got the Chase Family Racing in the Triumph T6, taking on the Fantasy Casting from 2020 from Flips Racing. Good race. 2107 is the time to beat. And Flip with a 2102 moving his car on to round number 2. Next two up in the blocks, a couple of trucks, one from Variant Skunk Works, the other from Stone Ponies Racing. Let's see who gets down the lane first. Stone Ponies all front, 2137 to 52. 2137 is the time to beat. Stone Ponies finding himself into round number 2. Up next in the blocks, one from Stick Dog Racing. It's that beautiful 850i BMW taking on one of Flip's entries is the Corvette C6. Good race. Corvette taking it 2105 is the time to beat. Corvette easily taking it 2104. Moves Flip again to the next round. Next up, we got one from the Chase Family Racing, the F-150 Lightning, taking on the Variant Skunk Works Matchbox 56. Chase Family taking it 2108 is the time to beat. 2110 moving Chase Family to round number 2. Next two upstaged and ready, one from Poverty Hollow Diecast is the GTO Judge in the tune variation, taking on Clay's from 131 Racing. Clay in his Roadster Bite. Roadster Bite, wow, 2098. And we'll give him the same exercise. That's switching lanes. 2093 moves Clay from 131 Racing to round number 2. Next up in the blocks, it's the Purple Passion, driven by Stone Ponies Diecast Racing, taking on a Toyota Matchbox Supra, driven by Larry Stipe. Purple Passion with a 2142, and that will be the time to beat. 2144 gets Stone Ponies into the next round. Next up, staged and ready in the 76 Greenwood Corvette. Driver is Racel Diecast Racing, taking on the Retroactive. Driver is Clay from 131 Racing. 131 taking this one, 292 to 03. 292 will be the time to beat. Good race. 2096 getting Clay into round number 2. Moving on over to the right side of the bracket, we have Arlo Racing in his Dodge Daytona Challenger, taking on Larry Stipe's Ford Sierra. Let's see how these two roll. Wow, Ford Sierra taking off with an 8.8. So a 2088 is the time to beat. 2085 getting faster. The Ford Sierra, Larry Stipe, rolling into round number 2. Next two staged and ready. It's the Chase Family Racing in his Matchbox convertible Mustang, taking on Abnormal Speed. Driver is Abby Normal and her Retroactive. Let's see who gets this one. Abnormal Speed takes off like a rocket. 2095 to 45. 2095, time to beat. 2098 gets Abnormal Speed Racing to round number 2. Couple up in the blocks from Stone Ponies Racing, it's the Great Gatsby taking on the 70 Escort. Good race, man. The Escort pulling off a 2114 to 17. 2114 is the time to beat. Wow, 2109, the Escort getting faster, moving another Stone Ponies race car into round number 2. Next up, one from Hot Rods Customs Racing in the Matchbox Florida Camaro, taking on another Stone Pony Diecast Mercedes SEL. Man, a Camaro got him. I can't believe it. 2100. I thought for sure that Mercedes had some speed in the tank. Let's see if he can catch up to a 2100 by the Camaro. No, Camaro with some gappage at the end. 2096, getting Hot Nuts Hot Rod Customs into the round number 2. Next two up in the blocks, a couple more from the Stone Ponies diecast. We got the Batmobile and Donut Drifter. Donut Drifter takes out the Batmobile 2125 to 26. Could be back to the Batcave early. Let's see if the Donut Drifter can hang on. 2025, the time to beat. 2117 by the Bat gets him into round number 2. Next up, we have 131 Racing taking on the Stone Ponies Racing Cadillac, taking on the Corvette. Hypercar way out front with a 2087. And that is the time to beat. Hypercar taking off. 2091. Moving on to round number 2. Next up would be Oregon Outcast Diecast in the Shelby Cobra taking on Flip's Range Rover Velar. Range Rover taking off 2125 is the time to beat. Range Rover moving on to round number 2. And from 131 Racing Kyle's Mustang taking on Oregon Outcast Diecast Moon Eyes driven VW Coombi. Cool Coombi. Nice roll. 2100 will be the time to beat. 2098 Mustang getting faster, moving him to round number 2. Alright, moving right on into round number 2. We got a Skyline taking on a fantasy car. Let's see who takes it. Skyline all the way. 2081 is the time to beat. Good race. 8-4 moving Poverty Hollow Skyline to round 3. Next two up, the F-150 and the C6 Corvette. Good race. Corvette taking them 2099 is the time to beat. Pulls away down the stretch 2098, getting Flip's Corvette into round number 3. Next two up in the blocks, it's the Roadster Bike taking on the other F-150 Lightning. Roadster Bike getting the best of this exchange. 2092 is the time to beat. Roadster Bike with another 2098 moving to round number 3 for 131 Racing. Next two up, it is the Purple Passion taking on the first of 2 Retroactives. Retroactive taking it 2093 is the time to beat. 2090 getting Clay into the next round. Next two up on the other side of the bracket here are the Ford Sierra and the other Retroactive. Sierra pulling out front 83 to 93. Sierra with the 83 is the time to beat. Good job, 84. Moving Larry Stipe Sierra into round number 3. Next two in the blocks, the Stone Ponies Escort taking on the Hot Rod Customs Camaro. Good race. Camaro taking it 2092 will be the time to beat. 2086 moving the Camaro on and getting faster is Hot Rod Customs. Stone Ponies in the blocks. Batmobile taking on the Cadillac Hypercar. Cadillac with a 2088 will be the time to beat. 2083 moving the Hypercar to round number 3 for the Stone Ponies Racing. And we got the Fastback Mustang taking on the Range Rover. Mustang out 2105. And that'll be the time to beat. Mustang 2108. Moving 131's Kyle into the quarters. And then there were 8. Definitely some surprises to me in this race. First two up in the blocks is going to be the Skyline and the C6 Corvette. Skyline taking it 85 to 94. 2085 is the time to beat. Wow, 2077. That is a good time moving Poverty Hollow Skyline to the semis. Next two up in the blocks, the Retroactive and the Roadster Bite. Retroactive taking this one 88 this time to 96. 208.8 if the Roadster Bite wants to go to the semis. To race 91. Taking 131 to the semifinal race. Moving over to the other side of the bracket should be a great race with the Sierra and the convertible Camaro. Hot Wheels versus Matchbox. Good race, 86 to 7. Does the Camaro have what it takes to take out this Sierra? 86 is the time to beat. Good race, 85. Oh, but an 83, and the Sierra going to the final race. Wow, that is the semifinal race. We'll definitely be taking another look at that Camaro. Next two staged and ready, the Hypercar taking on the Fastback Mustang. Hypercar going to take it 85 to 97. 208.5, time to beat. Mustang out front, but the Cadillac drives around them 86. Taking the Stone Ponies to the semifinal race. Right, let's see who is going to the finals. Poverty Hollow in his Skyline or Clay from 131 Racing in his Retro Active. Good race, 83 to 4, switch lanes. 208.3 is the time to beat. Skyline all the way with an 80 going to the final race. Who's going to join them in the final race? Is it going to be the Sierra or the Hypercar? Stone Ponies taking on Larry Stipe. Larry Stipe racing. Oh, the Hypercar drove around him on the big end. 208.4, the time to beat. It's got to be that longer wheelbase making the difference. 208.2 to 8.4 this time, and the Hypercar going to the final race. And so it is the race for third. Larry Stipe in his Ford Sierra taking on 131 Racing's Retro Active. Wow, 207.9 by the Sierra. Going to be a tough time to beat. 208.7 won't get it done. And for the final race of the basic car bracket, let's go. Poverty Hollow Diecast in his Nissan Skyline taking on the Stone Ponies Racing Cadillac Hypercar. First car to get the fastest lap after lane swaps is going to take it. Skyline out front, 80 to 85. Cadillac with his work cut out for him. He's got to get a 208.0 or better. And he's not going to do it. 208.1. Very close. And there you have it. Sending the fastest for the basics in this race is going to be Poverty Hollow Diecast with his Nissan Skyline. Did not expect the speed coming out of this car. And the second place was Stone Ponies Diecast, taking it with his Cadillac Hypercar, and Larry Stipe with his Ford Sierra. Good job, gentlemen. You sent in the fastest lighter weight car. All right, let's see, 41 to 50 weight class. Gatekeeper in the elevated ranks is Johnny Benson. Not even close. And for the B-sides, it'll be the Toyota Celica Gatekeeper race. Celica getting them with a 5.6. We got lots of recalibration to do. Which brings us down to sea level. Let's see what he does against Two-Face for spot 7. Two-Face will get him 72 to 7. 207.2 is the time. Skyline hanging in there, but just can't quite catch him. Let's see what he does against the Mountain Dew Stalker. Good race, 70 to 75. Looks like we already got to recalibrate sea level. Oh yeah, 66, he don't belong in there. Let's see how he does against Poverty Hollow's last kip car from Ertl. He's gonna get him, 76 to 87. 207.6 and greater than 9. 207.0 does get him. Fully expect him to beat this truck. 79 to 81. So 207.9 and greater than 2 is the time to beat. Truck cannot get it done. So the Nissan Skyline set in by Poverty Hollow Diecast Racing will find himself 9th at sea level in the 49 to 50 weight class. We're going to take this opportunity to clean the track and get ready for the second half of our gift car race. It's a 16-car bracket with the metal-based castings. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
70 and 71, Johnny Lightning won back-to-back Indy 500 races. Johnny's back. All the classics you remember in 100% real metal, the ultimate in authentic replicas. And the triumphant return of Johnny Lightning Toys, monster trucks loaded with play features, exclusive Super Bounce tires, real working suspension, and exploding bodies. Johnny Lightning's back, and he beats them.
All right, we're back for the metal portion of the gift car race. We're going to go on down the line and see. I included that one because, you know, he put in a faster time. It would have been unfair if he'd have left in that race. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Milestone diecast with the funny car, Zamax Speed Shop with the coupe, the gangster coupe, classic Packard. Wow, funny car with a 2061 to 21. 2061 is the time to beat. 2066 moving milestone to round number 2. Next up in the blocks, Kyle from 131 Racing taking on one of the Stone Ponies Racing boys. Let's go. GT90 getting it with a 2081, and that is the time to beat. 2091 gets the GT90 to round number 2. Next up, a couple we'll see on tomorrow's edition of Friday Night Lightning. GTO 2095 to 99. Both of these vehicles coming from Stick Dog Racing. 2095 is the time to beat. Jaguar out front. 2101 won't get it done. Stick Dog's GTO moving on. Next two staged and ready. Another Stick Dog Racing vehicle. The green GTO taking on Flips Racing Sidekick. Sidekick pulling away with a 2062 to 03. And 2062 is the time to beat. 2059 this time by the Sidekick moving Flip into round number 2. GTO moving to Friday Night Lightning. Next up, a NASCAR from Hot Nuts Diecast taking on a Hot Rod Customs Johnny Lightning Super B. Ooh, 2068 is the time to beat. 2076 moving the NASCAR to round number 2. Next two staged and ready. The truck from Variant Skunk Works taking on another Johnny Lightning from Hot Rod Customs in the Willies. High roller. Not able to beat Johnny this time. 2093 taking out the Mega Duty is what he'll need for 2093. Johnny Lightning taking this one. 2085 getting faster. Moving on to round number 2. Next two up in the blocks. Stone Ponies Racing win the high roller taking on the 131's Kyle in his Turboa. Good race, Turboa. 2090 to 5. 2090 is the time to beat. Turboa once again with a 2096 moving to round number 2. And next up in the blocks for the final race of the first round, 131's Kyle in his Butterfingers Mustang taking on the Hot Rod Racing's Bonneville Funny Car. 2065 to 25. 2065 is the time to beat. Bonneville with a 5-9. Moving on to round number 2. All right, round number 2. Time for the times to start getting a little tighter. Here we go. The GT90 taking on the Powerbird Funny Car. Good race. 57 to 83 though. 2057 is the time to beat. 2055 this time he's getting faster. Moving on is Milestone to round number 3. Next two up in the blocks, Johnny Lightning's GTO taking on the Sidekick. Sidekick with a 60 moving over to the next lane. We'll try to best that time. 2060 running steady and moving on to round number 3. And we'll look at that GTO on Friday Night Lightning. Next up in the blocks, we got the 33 Willies and the Pro Racing. Good race. Johnny Lightning giving him a run, 2:07.9 to 7.5. That will be the time to beat. 2:07.1 this time, moving Pro Racing to round number 3. Friday Night Lightning certainly filling up with some cars going to compete in the Johnny Lightning class. What will get into the top 48? All right, last race before we get into the semifinal round. It's the Bonneville taking on Turboa. Got a jump, but nowhere near a 2:05.5, which will be the time to beat. 2:05.5 again, moving into the semifinal round. We'll also take a look at these two, which performed in the sub 210 range, 209 range. We'll check them out in their weight class at a later date. Also in the 31 to 40 weight class, we'll also look into these, whether they can get into the ranks or will they be in the basic rank. We'll find out. But first, we're going to have the semifinal round here. Who's going to the finals? Who's going to race for third? Flips Racing in his Sidekick, taking on Milestone Diecast in his Powerbird Funny Car. Wow, Funny Car over to 56 to 64. 2:05.6 is the time to beat. 2:05.4. Whoo, my Lanta. Sidekick going to the final race. Can the Pro Circuit stock car of Hot Nuts Diecast prevent Hot Rod Customs Bonneville getting into the finals? We find out in 3, 2, 1. Good race, 2:05.5 to 7.3. 2:05.5 will be hard to overcome for the Pro Circuit car. Gets them out of the gate. 2:05.7 will take the Bonneville to the final race. But first, let's take a look and see who's going to get third on the podium. Both of these cars will be challenging their respective class. Let's see it. Milestone versus Hot Nuts Diecast. Funny Car takes it. 2:05.9 is the time to beat. Funny Car again with a 5.7. 37 grammer. Which brings us to our final race. Flips Racing in his Sidekick on the far side, taking on Hot Rod Customs Bonneville Funny Car. Fastest lap after lane swaps is going to be determined your gift car winner. Wow, 55 to 61. 2:05.5 is the time to beat. 2:05.8, close. And there you have it. Hot Rod Customs sending in the Bonneville Funny Car to be a part of this gift race. I did put him in there. He wasn't actually in the tournament, but I had to put in some gift cards from other channels to fill up the bracket. So congratulations. That was a fast one indeed. Flips Racing, the fastest from the current event, coming in second in this particular gift car race in his Sidekick, and Milestone Diecast, the funny cars getting on the podium in his Powerbird Funny Car. Congratulations and thank you, gentlemen, for sending these along. Now, current gatekeeper is my Team Handy Funny Car. Let's see if the Hot Rod Bonneville can get in. Oh, he indeed can. 55. Putting a dismal 80 on the board for that particular Team Handy. Not usual. Let's scoot the Bonneville up to the number 8. Dad's Race Team Martin Funny Car. Good race. 2:05.2 to 6. 2:05.2 and greater than 4 would be the time to beat. 2:04.7 to 5.4. Wow. Let's try him against the number 12 Chewy Funny Car. Gets him 55 to 7. Let's see if Chewy can answer back. 55 and greater than 2. Indeed, he does not. Let's see how he does against my original Powerbird Funny Car. Good race. 55 to 6. And greater than 1 is the time to beat. 47-53. You won't get him. So the Bonneville Funny Car sent in by Hot Rod Customs Racing will place 12th overall in my funny car ranks at Elevation, which will take us to the heavyweight 62 gram and over rank Sidekick taking on the Gatekeeper. It's the Mick Olson race, the GTO. GTO putting them down 54-9. 54 and greater than 5 is the time to beat. GTO out muscling him down this one. Downshifting over to the B-sides, it's the Sierra, number 1 currently in that rank, and the Sidekick is going to get him. 56 and greater than 6 is what the Ford will need. Not gonna happen. So Flip will take first overall in the B-sides, 20th overall in the rankings with his Sidekick. Whew, I know it's been a long video, but I hope you're still with me enjoying this one. Let's see if the Milestone Funny Car gets in. Oh, he does with the convincing number. Let's just see if he can take out Chewy. He cannot. 54-63. He'll need a 2054 and greater than 9. Not happening. 58-60. Placing number 17 so far is my 5th Team Handy Funny Car. Milestone taking him out 53-61. So 53 and greater than 8. Good race. Which earns him a spot at the show house. This for spot 16. Good race. 51 and a 10,000ths beat. Advantage to Milestone Racing. Show house though won't get a 51. And Milestone moves on to face the Chase Arrow. Good race, chasing him down 50-9. 50 and greater than 9 is the time Milestone will need. Won't happen, but man, oh man. Milestone Diecast getting his gift car in 17th in the funny car ranks. Which brings us to the Hot Nuts Pro Circuit. Dale Waltrip taking on my Governor Gatekeeper. This thing has been the Gatekeeper for quite a while. Does he lose his spot today? No, 66. And greater than 8 is the time to beat. Oh, 68. He came so close. For spot 20 overall, first in the B-sides, it's a Laser Quasar. Quasar with a 66-8. 2066 and greater than 2 is the time to beat. Good race. Let's see if the Hot Nuts Pro Circuit car can take out Haley Quinn from the Sketched Series. 2069-73. 69 and greater than 4, the time to beat. Good race. 69, but not greater than 4. Let's see if he can take out the Flip's Gifted Sketched Superman. Good race. 67-8. 2067 and greater than 1 is the time to beat. 2065 and 6. So Hot Nuts Diecast getting in third in the B-sides rank. 22nd overall in the elevation ranks. Final run of the evening. It's been a long video. The Sierra taking on the Stone Ponies Cadillac. Great race. 86 and greater than a 10,000ths beat. Cadillac with a 90-8. And that is where we're going to just set up for the next basics run at the lineup here of our basics. I want to thank everybody for joining us here for this gift car race. Thanks again to everybody who sent in a car. Remember, it's not necessary, but it sure is appreciated. It's really fun to do these races. I get a kick out of working these cars up. And if next time you want to work up your own gift car and send it, and I do this at Scale Racing Channel when I compete over there, because I know he holds gift car races, and I just do it up just to see if I can compete with what he's got going on over there. So if you want to do a similar type thing, feel free and just let me know that you did that, and I won't mess with it. But other than that, this has been really, really fun. So from all of us over here at Elevation Diecast Racing, if your car isn't fast, well, at least it'll look good on the shelf. See ya.